Peace, family. If you can see me and hear me, just send me a message in the chat there. I got my internet plugged in. That way we have some strong connection. Let me know if you can hear me well as well. Sorry for the delay. I've been out all day today dealing with a situation. I'm gonna let a few people get online, but anybody that have any questions, they can ask those questions here. Negro did a video about me being arrested for Shantae White's burglary, and that just didn't happen. I wasn't arrested for that. That was all a lie. Let's see. Yeah, that was all a lie. So I'm gonna look at his video. I'm gonna take a look at his video. So this is Negro. I'm gonna look at his video and I'm gonna give you my reaction to his video, which is a big one big lie. Let's see, Negro. All right, cool. Hold on. This dude got a hard on for Mass Kwesi. It's cool. I mean, Kwesi Boyd arrested in Gambia. Who saw that? Kwesi Boyd arrested in Gambia for orchestrating Shantae White's break-in. That's a lie. That's a complete lie right there. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the video. We're gonna break down this video because over the past year, you guys had to deal with a lot of nonsense, a lot of lies, and YouTube is largely for entertainment. However, you got to be careful who you're listening to. Who's gonna listen to someone in the UK, struggling to make ends meet, have to babysit while his white woman go out and bring home the money, or someone who practice what he preach. These people that have come here have done nothing but cause confusion over the past 8 months. The ones that have come and the ones that are sitting back in the US and in the UK who choose to put the repatriation movement in a negative light, mainly Negro, and he's doing it for viewers, and he's doing it for subscribers, and he's doing it for people that want Patreon. It's good entertainment, but is the repatriation movement a movement that we should be taken as a joke? Is the repatriation movement a movement that we should be taking as a joke? This guy gets up there, and he does it all the time, and tell outright lies that he don't even get from the people that's involved, whether it's the accusers or the one being accused. So we're going to take a look at the video. Negro say, I'm going to court tomorrow. You don't go to court the next day. That does not happen. You don't get arrested and get arraigned the next day. What happens is they'll take you in and they'll question you first. So I was not arrested for the situation that Shantae White had with her house being broken into. Since day one, there's always been some drama around, certain individuals, and as far as their daily life. You reap what you sow. If you're hanging around bad characters, then they're gonna scheme on you, and they're gonna try to get what they can get out of you and rob you and things like that. You know what I mean? If you're doing the right thing and you're hanging around the right type of people, that's not going to happen to you. That's not going to happen to you. And that's exactly what that was. I spent today the whole day dealing with this situation about what happened to her, and I had absolutely nothing to do with it. Since day one, like I said, I wasn't even disturbed by these ladies. I never made any type of threats, although many threats were made towards me. Many threats were made towards me. A threat was made in the police station yesterday, last Monday when we were in there, about somebody to take my life and kill me. Of course, that was hilarious to me. However, it's a bunch of drama, and it has affected a lot of people. But I always see things in the divine way. It was supposed to happen. A lot of people that should not come here was distracted by that nonsense and decided not to come. And that was a great thing, because we don't need a pile up of drama, a pile up of, the same crab in the barrel mentality that has, killed us off as a populace in the U.S. So we're going to look at this European video. I'm going to look at it where he talked about I was arrested and for the orchestrating me and some co-conspirators. There's no co-conspirators. I was there. They questioned me. They were questioning me about it. And at the time that take place, they just, they concluded that, you guys don't even know what's going on here. The police know everything. They know what's going on. It's not a big secret. You got so many snitches and people, that's willing to come forward for a little bit of money. But Mass Kwesi, I was sitting back the whole time. I have a good life. I'm not struggling, trying to figure out how I'm gonna, pay my bills over here with some donations. You never hear me asking for money or donations. I'm not bred like that. I don't come from that type of, I'm cut from a different cloth. But we're gonna look at this video because, we have to be able to dispel some of the falsehood that's being spread on YouTube about YouTubers. Shakina Shindu, she was never arrested before. You guys can't take all of this stuff on YouTube seriously, and you should be looking at the people that's actually doing something. For those who are sincere about coming over and making a positive contribution here and relocating, follow the people that are actually doing the work, who are actually successful in that process, not the ones that look to make money off of you for land and looking to get you to help them build their house. Who are you where everybody got to help you build your house? Just because you're over here, just because you got a YouTube channel, you want donation. Why everybody can't get a house built? Why we can't come together and bring our collective talents and skills together and everybody is able to build a house? Why it just have to be one person or a few people with YouTube channels and, they buy land for a couple $1,000. Now they need you to build the whole house for them, when we should be building vital institutions. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at this video.
And welcome to another day in paradise. And welcome to
another day in paradise, right?
In today's video, we watched the video that I made a few days ago about Shantae White and about her premises being broken into. A lot of you would have probably thought.
Did you guys hear this?
Woman, she's on her way out to the Gambia, and she has no hope of finding those criminals. And a lot of you would have quickly forgotten the fact that she is an African-American woman, an African-American woman.
Okay, already, wrong is wrong. You understand what I'm saying? We shouldn't try to justify the actions of people who have, have a track record, or who have, like Brother RJ said, he was like, yo, if you only been here less than 2 or 3 weeks and you got all of this chaos going on, you ain't about nothing. The people involved with all of that drama, they're not about nothing. The majority of the people, European, he's not about nothing. He sit up there and make this whole video, spreading those lies to his audience. And he wants someone to utilize his service as a service of one of integrity. co-conspirators arrested, charged. Where did he get that garbage from? Shantae didn't even tell him no dumb nonsense like that. He just made it up. Made it all up. Let's see. Let's continue to look at this story.
Don't give in. So the news of
Right.
how quick it is that it's actually developed. It's come as a surprise because of how quickly things have developed.
Now he said it comes as a surprise how quickly things have developed, right? But things have not developed quickly because nothing he talking about had happened. All right. He's getting his information from, people here, YouTubers here. You already know what it's about. Feeding them information. These people are sloppy, giving them information that's untrue, conspiring with him.
I told you guys that Shantae expressed that she will be leaving the Gambia and that she will not be coming back.
Then you will know why I'm leaving the Gambia. And I'm never coming back.
Yo, you guys never see me make no videos like this. Y'all never see me making no videos with that drama. I got robbed and all this and that. You know what I mean? People go and do drama because that's what they about.
Look at this. Look at this.
All right, Kwesi Boyd arrested in the Gambia. I was not arrested in the Gambia for nothing to do with this. I was actually questioned today.
Set about finding the people who are responsible for the burglary of her house. 3 of those people that stand accused have been arrested.
That's a lie.
Co-conspirators to the one man who I did not think had anything to do with this. If you remember back in my old video, I said he has nothing to do with it. Kwesi Boyd. Yep, I'll say it again. Kwesi Boyd.
Yo, this dude love Kwesi Boyd and a few other alpha male brothers. He has a lot of feminine tendencies. But he's up here saying I was arrested with some co-conspirators, and his whole story is a lie. I was not arrested for it. They questioned me about it today. They let me go because I had absolutely nothing to do with it. I don't have time to do dumb things like that. Malcolm X said, about America and Vietnam, the violence that came back to America was, chickens coming home to roost. If you surround yourself and get yourself involved with a lot of shady people and you got a nasty, rude attitude, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, nasty. That people gonna target you. People gonna, you got problems with so many people, but you want to try to get me get my name associated and tied in with all of this lies and drama because our people have a mentality of bringing each other down. So we have Negropean and a few other brothers, that have these YouTube channels. And when the drama was going on, they wanted to entertain that and put it out there, not knowing that, you bringing your own sisters down. But we know it ain't no love there in our community. They don't care. Wow, they just want to hear the drama. It's all funny. Bringing that stuff over here to Africa. YouTube clout chasing. Let me look at this some more. Hold on. All right.
Boyd has been arrested and he is due to face a court of law tomorrow. Guys, this is some crazy shit. I'll be honest with you.
I have not been to court.
And I couldn't believe it.
There's no court the next day.
We're going to go into the details of this apprehension. We're going to ask ourselves,
he's going to go into the details, but it's like I said, it's all a lie. So
he's only been accused of doing it. To what my predictions are, to how he will get along in court, and we're going to try to answer this: just how on earth did Shantae White do it? Well, we're going to do our best.
Shantae White ain't do nothing.
But first, I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification, and please consider supporting the channel on our Patreon. Link in the description. And please consider supporting the Oversight YouTube channel. The YouTube channel designed to keep your investment actually happening. Well, there are going to be people who are going to be watching this video who are going to know that I'm telling the truth. And
there's going to be people that's going to be watching this video.
Is actually happening. Well, there are going to be people who are going to be watching this video who are going to know that I'm telling the truth. And things are still developing. As I'm making this video, things are still developing. So I'm going to try and keep you up to date. So how long has it been? 7?
I was never arrested for this orchestrating Shantae White's break-in. That did not happen. They questioned me about it today, and I went there and told them, exactly what I know, which is nothing. And we had an ongoing problem. You understand what I'm saying? So this is just pretty much harassment. You understand what I'm saying? If I did something, hold me accountable, but I'm not no petty crook. I'm not no petty thief. I don't think like that. These people, they surround themselves with people who are just like them. That's why you see this group of people who are willing to go on YouTube and make up nonsense like this. Make up nonsense. All right, and put that on YouTube and try to shove it down your throat as if it's truth. So I'm making a commitment to make myself more available for people who are really looking but getting overwhelmed by, individuals like Negro P and a lot of other people that's coming over, and they're just doing things completely wrong. Their whole mindset and how they see things here completely wrong. And we should expect that because that's our background and that's where we come from. We come from a largely negative, self-destructive culture. And that's just coming over here. People are coming here with no money, trying to make money, trying to figure it out, struggling, end up having to go back, which is a good thing. When we don't, we don't have to be like that. If we're smart, we can support and help one another. I've helped many people have stayed in my house, but I've changed that. I'm not that person no more. I did my part. I did more than my part. Now I'm focusing on just a small group of people who want to do right. A lot of these people up here, wicked that you watching here in the Gambia. A lot of them had a part to play in the whole shenanigans that took place last year that ruined opportunity for not only the people that was in our community, over 60 people, but hundreds and thousands and even tens of thousands of people that were looking to come over. Just a few people here in the Gambia were responsible for, ruining the reputation of Gambia, undermining the economy, undermining the goodwill of the people. I mean, it's sick. So I it's very hard to speak to people that, their mind, they're ignorant people, pretty much. It's hard to explain what happened, and for people to really look at it. A lot of people, they're like, okay, when situations happen like that, they may have got involved with it to a degree. A lot of people came back and said, hey, Kwesi, after the smoke cleared, you know what I mean? A lot of people said, hey, I see the buffoonery, and it didn't take long. Within weeks, a lot of things were just manifesting and coming out. And then a continuation. It's still stuff going on here behind the scenes, this drama. And, like I said, I've been going back and forth to the court. Hold on, let me see. I had to bring people to the police. I had to bring people to. I was just in the Banjul at the serious crime unit, bringing somebody there. Then I got brought a week later. My situation there, and it's so it's so silly. My situation is really a civil situation, and it shouldn't be there. However, if you have $200 or $300 and you pay somebody, they're gonna put the other person through the hassle. So how you doing, Kwame? Peace. How you doing? Okay, is Negropean working with someone in the Gambia to target certain people? Well, definitely. He pretty much target anyone that he could, to build his channel. And, that's what he's there for. He's not doing anything. He's sitting in the UK getting Patreon contributions, getting a little small YouTube check. It ain't, because he don't have that many subscribers. Well, my channel, I didn't even have a channel, and I was generating tens of thousands of dollars due to repatriation movement. I don't need a YouTube channel. I was generating tens of thousands of dollars without even having a YouTube channel. I was helping people build their YouTube channels to get 10, 20, 30, 40,000 people. All right. So I'm one person. I can do that for 10 or 20 people the right way. You can be a fool if you want and believe all of that nonsense, but the facts of the matter is, we'll see. We had to come to this point, and everything had to be cleared up, and we're going into that now. However, I had to get up here and make a video to bring some clarity about this situation. I was not arrested. He plays a video of Shantae up here, but you can't even, he got some African music playing out, I don't know, and she's talking in the background. You can't even really hear her. But I doubt if Shantae told him any of that stuff. He just probably just made it up. You can't hear. Who does this? Come on, man. You got a testimony with somebody with the music playing over them? Come on, man. That's just too much. That's suspect. He is the most shadiest and suspect.
Brilliant. Words of defiance from Shantae White. I think she truly took a step back. She has been in the Gambia for quite some time now, and she was in a situation where she could fight, and she chose to stand and fight.
He lives in Switzerland, and his wife is a porn star. His name is Negropean. But we need people like that, so us intelligent Black people can sit back and have these conversations. Life is part negative. That's just the way it is. We have to deal with that, especially when you're a high profile individual. You're going to have people that's going to come out and want to attack you, especially when you're doing well. And, being here on the continent, a lot of tension is people are looking to come over and repatriate. So people want to benefit from that monetarily, but they can't get over here, nor do they want to come over here. Negropean don't want to come over here and help nobody build. And apparently, 80% of the people that are coming, they don't want to do that either. Positive Vibe says, I'm not intelligent. I'm just going to go ahead and remove. If you're not removing people from your life, you're just going to be dragged down. Okay, so this person is gone. And, well, one of Shantae's sidekicks admitted you were not arrested in connection with the burglary. Like I said, I wasn't arrested. I had nothing to do with that. And a laptop and a waist trainer was stolen. Why would I take a waist trainer from someone that needed the most? I'm not going to go in there and, I need nothing from nobody, I'm not trying to get revenge on nobody. I feel sorry for her. She lost out. And we didn't have to. We didn't have to lose out. And we tried to save the situation so she didn't have to lose out and nobody else. Positive Vibe. Okay. Yeah, I just removed, a lot of these people are well-known people that Even some of these male YouTubers here got fake accounts. So I'm not even going to get into it. Trolling around and hating. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see what else.
A little bit of respect to the police in Banjul, who have gone out of their way to act very quickly and very precisely. I don't normally have a lot of good things to say about the Gambian police, but boy, oh boy, have they really put their helmets on. Now, we cannot expect swift justice.
Well, he's talking about, you know, like it's just like I said, it's just, you know, it's just entertainment. You know, it's just, you know, something to gain subscribers and gain interest in drama. But you know, he's just talking pretty much. You know, the Gambian authorities. This whole situation he talked about didn't even happen. It's something that he's making up in his mind. Me being arrested and the Gambian, the two police that I just spoke to down the street, you know, I gave them a statement and I left. You know, they weren't sitting back, you know, with crime scene investigation technicians, you know, out at taking fingerprints and all of that. Like they, you know, come on now. It's all entertainment, though. It's all entertainment. You can't take it personal. Okay. I was detained. Now, I did post on my page that I was detained last week, and that actually happened. Okay. I was detained, and I was charged with misuse of funds. So basically, you can go and report anybody and say, hey, I gave him $100 to, you know, do my yard work, right? And he didn't do the yard work, or he did half of the yard work, or something trivial like that. Misuse of funds. And the circumstances, the situation behind the complaint, I have a contract that directly contradicts the complaint. All right, I have contracts with everybody that we did business with before they sent one penny. All right, so that's not going to go anywhere, and it shouldn't even went to that point. However, you know, the Gambian authorities, they need to eat too. So if you come and say, hey, I lost $15,000-$20,000, this guy ripped me off, of course they're going to look into it. They need to look into that. They need to get everybody down, question them, and do what they need to do to make sure that there's accountability. You know, we were dealing with big money, big money, you know, with this movement in a little 8-month period of time. And ain't nobody that's been able to duplicate what we had going before all the competition came, or a few people in the market that had YouTube channels didn't want to see another brother and sister do well. So instead of trying to, you know, resolve the drama that was developing around that time, they saw that it would be beneficial if they helped create the drama. That way they can get the overflow from the people that will get caught up in it. And that's exactly what happened. A lot of people, you know, a lot of our people that we had hundreds and hundreds of people that were coming through our pipeline. Half of them didn't come. The other half of the other half was just sitting back waiting. And the half of the other half that came, most of them end up going back. A lot of people got robbed. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you you guys don't understand, you got to deal with people that know what's going on, that's here on the ground. You got people like Negro P, and he's not here. He don't know what's going on. He don't have a clue. Feel for Kwesi people just using him to cover their own scam and criminal activities. Look at Cold Meat in the press conference to understand most lose, and it's not Kwesi. You know, check this out. Everybody that came out that made videos around that time saying, oh, you know, Art and Kwesi scamming, every single one of those people have been proven to have been involved with some type of scam to one degree or another, where they was taking money from somebody else. You know what I mean? Selling the land, all of this stuff that's been going on. And I'm not gonna, you know, talk about those things. I've said enough in the past. So I you know, trust me, I got some videos lined up that I can put out there, but You know, I'm not that person. But I'm telling you, when I get attacked, that's when I start dropping, you know, bombs. You know, so I'm not a fool in any degree. You should start in Ghana. I was just in Ghana. I was there for a few weeks, scoping things out and laying the foundation. You know, I'm a traveler. You know, I like to travel around. I like to see things. I like to do things, and you know, I'm definitely planning on. Gambia is a small country. I have to see. I have to see all of Africa. Let me look at another. Like I said, we are a messy people. We are very messy. You know, however, there's hope. There's hope for those who are coming, who want to work as a collective. If you don't come with the mindset of working together, you're not going to make it here. It's just too many challenges that you have here to be coming by yourself. Just the water pressure. The water pressure. Every time you turn that knob, that water is not going to come on. And that could be frustrating for us from the States because we're used to it. Somebody got to fetch some water for you. If you come over here and you by yourself and you have to run and get water and things like that, you know, that stuff is tiring. That's why a lot of the compounds have boys' quarters, because your yard person or your security person, he helps to maintain vital utilities. Like the cash power may go out. You're gonna need somebody to go and pay for that. The water pressure not working. You're gonna need somebody to get, you know, water for you from time to time. You know, on top of other things, you know, communications. You know, I don't have a personal cell phone here. And the reason why I don't is because if you guys remember 20 years ago, when we started getting those throwaway phones, you had to buy minutes. And anytime you buy minutes, you never get the minutes that you purchased. All of a sudden, you know, you had 100 minutes, now it's only 50. And those minutes run out quick like that. So you people constantly putting money on their phone because they got to be on the phone. You want to talk to me? Wait till I get to the Wi-Fi. It could wait. Or, you know, I mean, I'm so busy and important. I have 2 people with me that have phones, and if a call need to come through, they can call their phone. But you don't want to, you know, drop calls. There's a lot of things, a lot of things, a little irritants that, you know, that will affect you and affect your psyche if you're over here by yourself. Now, if you got people around you that can help and kind of offset, you know, like here, the water pressure is like this sometimes. And there's certain things you can do. So, you know, some morning I get up, I like to take bath in the morning after I work out or whatever. And that the water is not coming. The cold side might come, but the hot side won't come. You know, and I might end up having the warm water up in the kettle or whatever, but I got a brand new tank there. But it's well worth the, you know, small inconvenience, because all of that stuff could be compensated for, and you're saving 80%, 70% of what you're paying in the States. So you can pay someone to fetch water if you need it. You get other devices to help and to get that pressure going. But when you first starting out, you ain't gonna have all of those in place. Kwesi, do you know Harmon? Nah, I don't know him at all. Actually, I'm not even trying to really know anybody, because I knew a lot of people, and a lot of people really, I wouldn't even say disappoint me, but they showed me that they were straight up snakes. People that, you know, like I said, you know, a lot of people. So, okay. Shantae went to the police on me regarding the situation last year. And that's what I was detained for last week. I did not see the inside of a cell. I did not have handcuffs on me. None of that. They brought me down there. They told me what the situation was. They took statements from both of us. All right. They asked me, was I willing to settle the situation? It's not like the US. You don't go to jail like that. They're gonna sit down and mediate and see if you're willing to settle the situation with the individual. If not, you get a court date. You know, and then you have to show up there until you get your court date. You know, however, I didn't spend one single second inside a cell last week when I was brought to the serious crime division. That should have told her that this was a civil case and to take me to court for. Shouldn't even been there. Nor did I get arrested for the break-in of Shantae White's apartment. Now, Shantae did go to the authorities and say that I was a suspect. I don't know why. Why I'm gonna wait this long to break into her house? A whole year later, you know, I'm conspiring against her. You know, it's been a long time. Let's look.
Know that once things starts going through the court system in the Gambia, things tend to take a lot of time. And Kwesi Boyd, he does have resources. He does have the ability.
Yo, this guy talk about me like I'm over here and I'm like Don Corleone. Like I got all types of ties in the underworld. One day he's saying I don't think he did it. The next day he's saying, oh, he been arrested. That's an extreme. You saying, okay, I don't think Kwesi had anything to do with it. Then you gotta make a video that said I actually went to jail for it when I did not go. So we know he's somebody that's not, you know, a person that to be taken seriously. All right, he don't have the works to be taken seriously. Somebody asked me where the investment money. Now, if you've been watching all of the drama, if anybody made an investment into what we were doing, there was more than enough people that wanted to see that investment destroyed. And that's exactly what happened. Our opportunity was destroyed by individuals here on the ground and a collective negative movement from our people. He said, "I'm behind it. I'm the mastermind of a break-in of a house." Come on, give me more credit than that. I could see if a bank got robbed or something like that. To rob a house with them? Seriously, I'm sitting down writing a business plan on how to go into somebody's house and rob them. Now, these people here, you know, what you guys don't know, these people here have a lot of bad relationships. You guys seen a few videos, I think over the last month, where certain individuals came up and spoke about them. I mean, you have to be completely blind and ignorant not to see what's going on with them, their characters. You know, so it is what it is. You know, if you hang around with the wrong crowd, expect to get robbed. You hanging around with the wrong people, and then, like I said, you know, these attitudes that's coming over here, and people, you can't be looking down on people like they slow or they're ignorant. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, hey, listen, you know, these people think we don't know what they're talking about. They speak 2 and 3 languages. You don't know what's going on, what they saying about you. You speak one language, and you're not even trying to learn the language here, so you can catch something. You understand what I'm saying? Trust me. That English they talking to you is nothing like the conversation that they're having with each other. All right? So you come over here and you like got this ego like, hey, listen, you know, I'm coming over here and I'm gonna, get a group of people with me and I'm gonna, make some moves over here. And any contacts or ties you have with people that's over here, you dog them out, you get into a conflict with them. What do you think people are gonna do? They're gonna be like, oh, this person right here, she don't have nobody. The only person that could have helped her, you know, they trying to, you know, tear this person down. The only person that could have helped them. A lot of people got victimized because they came by themselves. You know, you ever heard of the saying, united we stand, divided we fall? Let me turn on this light. It's getting kind of dark. A lot of people supported that negative, man, instead of being intelligent. But you know, it is what it is. It's life. Yeah, you know, like, you know, you can't. The arrogance that people are coming over here with, you know, people don't respect that. That's a disrespect to them. All right, and you know, you're gonna get got. They're gonna get you because you don't respect them. Why should they respect you? A lot of people, you know, everything is changing. People are turning on the situation. Before, you know, they was all together. Now everybody, you know, fighting amongst themselves, and a lot of stuff you guys don't know, and you know, they're fighting amongst themselves. All the people that was involved with that craziness, all types of people.
Ability to get himself a good lawyer. Perhaps the Exodus Alliance will back him up. They would do something like that, wouldn't they?
He talking about Exodus Alliance and all of that, man. This dude is sitting up here lying. That's why he got his shades on. He's probably just waiting for his Patreon money to come in so he can take his white woman out and they can have a nice dinner. Let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised if they came to his aid. So let's try
Hit the
and
like
answer this
button.
question.
Oh.
Why? Why would he have tried to have done this? Well, I think there are.
He said, "Why would I have tried to have done this?" I mean, my day consists, man. We got some things that's going on, man. Hey, the power just went out. I got my boy over there holding me down. But the power just went out. It's raining cats and dogs outside. It's crazy. But it feels good. The breeze coming in here from outside. I don't know if y'all can see it. I had to bring my computer out here. It's a little hot, but the power went out. My live went out. The wind is blowing. The rain is just coming. And it's the rainy season here in the Gambia. And this is the time where you see the most life, the most things growing. Those of you who want to come over here, come over. You know, it's beautiful over here. It's just the ones that's coming with wrong intentions that's having problems. So, you know, as far as that situation and, you know, YouTube, you know, I know Matthew from Hyperlink, good brother, man. There's a lot of good brothers here, you know, but we can't come together because there's so many people on the ground. You know, it's crazy. We gotta do grassroots. You know, a few diasporans working with large majority Gambians. You know, us trying to come together, it's just there's no accountability. You know, we don't have no real leadership as far as diaspora coming back and making things happen. You know, you can't convince me that that's going to happen to no degree. I've been over here. I've seen it all. You know, a few people are making things happen, getting money. Everybody else is struggling. Y'all like my shirt? Let me get a chair. Yeah, my power went out, so thanks for holding on. I was in my room. It has AC in there, but it's a little hotter out here. Definitely gonna need that AC. Okay, is what on the hard drive that may incriminate? You know, nobody have anything. You know, nothing was on the hard drive. You know, nobody have. You know, this is not a complex situation dealing with a whole bunch of data and all of that. You know, somebody just broke into her house and stole her stuff because they didn't like her. You know what I mean? They targeted her. I don't know who that was, but a lot of diasporans being targeted. If you come over here by yourself, expect to be targeted. If you're in the house by yourself, even in the U.S., expect to be targeted. Yeah, you know, as far as her dogs being there, you know, like I said, anytime that, you know, there's a robbery or a murderer, it's never a stranger. It's always someone that know you, that know the in and outs of your house, know your security system, know your patterns, know your movement. You know, it's seldom that it's you know, a spontaneous act or a random act. It's usually, you know, somebody that you know that plotted and conspired and schemed against you. And, you know, like I said, you know, people coming back here and they're by themselves, you know, people are going to target you. And, you know, if you are around a whole bunch of drama, you know, expect, you know, those type of things to happen. I've been over here, you know, all this time. You never heard me say I'm going back to America. Picture that. Picture me going back to America. It's paradise over here. It's beautiful over here. You know, I couldn't even imagine going back to America. I'll never go back to America. If anywhere, I'll go to another African nation. It's about building. It's about building, you know, a team, building a family, reputation. You know, a lot of people out here living the single life, you know, running around to the clubs and having fun and partying like teenagers, trying to reclaim their youth, you know, and, you know, that's not what this movement is about. It's not to come over here like you going to Miami or going to, you know, Atlanta for a weekend, or going to Freaknik, or going to Virginia Beach. You know what I mean? Howard Homecoming, all of them. It's not that over here, man. You know, this is a whole nother level of what we need to be doing to be building as diaspora. But like I said, you know, that movement has been compromised by, you know, agents, distractors, haters, broken people, emotionally disturbed, a lot of dysfunction, simps, you know, sissies, you know, people, you know, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing, but like I said, there's a lot of positive going on, and I have my Patreon account. I'm gonna start, you know, putting videos there. I record videos all the time, but I just don't put it out there for the public, you know. So I'll put it there. That way, you guys can see me behind the scene, actually working with people and building. So I've been on this. Oh, the power back. Yeah. The lights back. Ah! Yeah, you see my wall back there. Y'all know how I get down. On the other side, I got languages on this side. You know, I be planning and teaching on that side. Nothing stopped me. Trust me, I'm still. I had a downtime of about maybe 90 days, and it was a break that I needed because I was going hard, speaking with many people that were looking to come over, that have come over. You know, I have people with me that have come over, and I'm working with people that have come over. You know, I'm doing other things. It's so much. It's so much. My father always used to tell us that, you know, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. And that's what I've been able to. I've been blessed to be able to generate opportunities for people. But the hardest thing is being able to find people who are going to come in and add on to, you know, positivity. Yeah, you know, like a lot of these dudes, you know, like Fresh Prince of Wakanda. I remember he did a video about me going to meet up with Art. That was a lie. You know, I mean, if you're gonna have, see, that's why I'm not up here because I can't get up here and make up stuff. You know, my mouth, I can't even fix my mouth to make up some nonsense. I can't even do that. I don't have time for that. I'm not a bullshitter. Most of these people up here are bullshitters. I'm a real person that make things happen, and you know, I live that lifestyle. You know, I live, I've been able to do a lot. You know, we've been able to take that once in a lifetime trip, you know, 30, 40, 50 times with my family. My children been to Puerto Rico multiple times, and we've done been to Rome, Paris, the U.S. Virgin Islands, you know, back and forth to California multiple times, Vegas, you know. So I've been able to be blessed. And at a young age, you know, I realized nobody was going to help me. That I had to get out and I had to do it for myself. And I've always been like that from day one for anybody that know me. Now, if anybody have any questions, because, you know, you can hit me up at kwesiboyd@yahoo.com. That's kwesiboyd@yahoo.com. You guys can check out my website, investrelocateafrica.com. You know, it's been largely a non-for-profit, you know, but we do build businesses. That's what we do. My team that's here, we're building databases, we're building websites, and you know, all that nonsense you hear people out there talking, trying to deflect their situation. I knew everything was going to come out about all of these corrupt, crooked, wicked people. You can't do what you know what I mean? If you're not doing nothing, then you won't have, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 people saying you're doing something. You know, in my situation, like I said, it was only one or two people. And you had somebody behind the scene lying and keeping up lies with all of their energy. You said, what evidence do none? I don't have time for that. I've been here all this time. I'm not breaking in nobody's house. I don't got no time to be sneaking around at nighttime doing that. I got children here. I got family here. You understand what I'm saying? I got business that I'm doing. Every night I go to sleep pretty much working. UN is watching. UN. But you know, he he's full of shit, making things up. He want to live the life of Mass Kwesi. He like to support these loose women, like Judy the Booty. He was smitten by her legs on the live that day. Brought that lady out to be humiliated in front of the world. as being a loose woman, sending. But you know, I'm not even gonna get into all of that drama. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm from tri-state Northeast. I can get down with the drama too. You understand? You bring that drama to me, and I don't have to do nothing to you. You know, we can talk it out. You know, we could talk about how you really are. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of these brothers, you know, instead of being real men, they take the feminine road. Yeah, Ewan is a drama queen. He got an oversight committee and he's sitting up there making whole videos lying. Making whole videos lying. He has no intention of coming here or doing anything here. He's just an opportunist, just like the rest of the opportunists looking to take advantage of the repatriation movement. You know, nothing has to happen to him. I think that, you know, Brandy, karma is going to get him sooner or later. You know, what goes around, come around. But at the end of the day, you know, all the people that was hating on me, they don't have the life that I have. They have to live with themselves, struggling, lying. You know what I mean? Wondering how they're going to get the next donation. You know, so they have to go out and they have to make something up on YouTube. You know, my house got robbed. Somebody took this from me and took that from me. And nobody's talking about how we're going to build a community. Yeah, so, you know, I wanted to make a video, you know, so I can dispel the rumor and the falsehood about me being arrested regarding that break-in over there. That's so petty. I was brought to Brusubi. First of all, I was dragged. I was made to go all the way to Banjul when I didn't have to, because there's some other stuff, you know, like I said, I had a problem last week. I had to go there, you know, so they decided to call me to come way to Banjul, which takes about an hour and 15 minutes traffic in the morning, when I could have went right down the street to where the complaint is. Shantae, her compound is not far from me. So all of that was addressed at the Brusubi Police Department, which is right down the street. But they called me and had me come way to Banjul, and I sat there for 4 hours. I sat there for 4 hours waiting for the police from right down the street to come way to Banjul. It's unnecessary. It's a waste of time. You know, we should be helping, not just causing a burden on the system. You know, the officers, they had to come way up there and get a ride, and they're trying to connect with people. You know, they could have just told me to go right down the street. Go down the street. You know, I shouldn't have to go down the damn street at all, or the Banjul. But you know what? When you challenge and you go up against certain people, this is what they do. And I'm not talking about my accusers. I'm talking about the people that's working behind the scenes. I saw them, you know. The people that's working behind the scenes, instead of, you know, people, you know, promoting the Pan-African movement. And when problems come up within the movement, they take the low road and start being a part of the problem instead of trying to resolve conflict. That's, you guys don't understand that. All of this going on, when all of that stuff started, it shouldn't have took Brother RJ, Sister Ya, Brother Fode in different countries. Where was the people here to say, hey, listen, we need to sit down and mediate and do something? We had a mediation last year, but you have people behind the scene that have vendetta and like, hey, as soon as the opportunity comes, I'm going to try to crush this person. Wicked people. Winning. That's why I'm going to subscribe to that Pan-Africanism and all of that. You know, show me through your actions. I don't want to see all of the African, you know, attire, all the African, you know, the wood and the beads, the jewelry, you know, you got the locks, you got all of this, you know what I mean? You know, what are we going to do about, you know, this import, these imports. What are we going to do about that? How are we going to address our everyday needs? What are we going to do to address that? All right. I'm not here. You never seen one video of mine with a thumbnail of another person on my YouTube channel outside of myself or somebody I'm working with, because I'm not in no drama trying to be a YouTube, personality. That has nothing. Anybody that's up here that's striving to be a YouTube personality, that's not the Pan-African movement, because there's going to be too much temptation for corruption. You up here, you got a YouTube channel, and you saying, hey, you promoting, come to Gambia as your business. You ain't thinking about breaking nobody else off. Peace and love. It's a science to everything. All right. This is like, it's like Floyd Mayweather, going up against some amateurs. You're gonna sit there and you just gonna let them, take their shots, let them tire themselves out. Then you're gonna pound away at them for points, or you might just knock them out. Or in a situation like we're seeing a lot of other boxers come in and they throwing shots. You know what I mean? They throwing shots at people that's supposed to be representing the movement, and they're not. I mean, come on. How could we have justice without reconciliation? You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. You can't have all of that negative that took place, all of that wrong that took place, and you still have, people behind the scenes trying to put negative out on YouTube by feeding information to Negro PN. Feeding information to him. Okay, or current boyfriend, he certainly would have been able to keep the dogs quiet. I movement. You here in the Gambia. I movement. You gotta know something. Brandy said Bag and Blackson are the biggest scammers. It's so unfortunate that people would have to say something like that. You understand what I'm saying? But money and power get to your head real quick. The power might go out, but I got this plugged into my solar. So I have a solar system too. Half of the house is on solar, half is not. It's a science to that as well, but this will not go down. In order for reconciliation, there needs to be truth. I would pray for the situation, but I made a post the other day. I was like, I don't pray for people anymore. I let God deal with them directly. You don't understand? Because they're just not going to do right. They don't understand reason. And you got to stay away from that crowd. Get with a group of people that are people who are willing to work and plan together as a collective. I don't know where our Kathy is. I hardly watch YouTube. I'm not even on YouTube like that. I'm not following anybody. I'm busy. I'll put my Patreon link in these threads from this point forward. I'll get some videos and things up there going for people that want to see what I'm doing, but I'm super busy. I'm not clocking or tracking anybody. I pretty much removed myself from YouTube last year for a large degree. But being that I do so many things, and I wanted people to at least see, how I get down, how I be moving. I was in the U.S., for about 3 months. Traveling between Connecticut, New York, Atlanta and Orlando. So I drove from Connecticut to Atlanta twice since I was there. I was on a plane probably up and down the coast about 4 or 5 times. Me and my sister, hanging out with my children there, man. I had such great time, great time, you know, and I was able to leave because in America, I really could not grow. I outgrew America just like I outgrew, you know, New Haven, just like I outgrew the tri-states, just like I went to Atlanta. I was there for 16 years. I outgrew Atlanta. I did very well in Atlanta with business. You know, these people that's coming over here with these movements, these people were working in the States. They had jobs, all right? They never been in a lane where they have money coming. You understand? They don't know how to manage the money. You understand? I know how to manage money. I've been working with the government for 20 years. People don't even know that. You have to go through a suitability check, and they check everything about you. You can't have any financial nothing, crimes or nothing. You have to get approved. You know, you got to do a federal background check where they take your fingerprints. All right, I've been doing that for 20 years. Never had any problem. Processing millions of dollars. You know, I'm not Negro peeing sitting in the house babysitting, waiting for my wife to get a check. Get a check from I don't know. I heard some things about his wife. You know, him. I saw one. I think they like news strippers or something like that. News stripper turned YouTuber, YouTuber journalist. It's not about him. It's about us as a community. And you know, I challenge anybody. You understand what I'm saying? I challenge anybody. You know, what are we gonna do to bring, you know, some mediation? What are we gonna do to, you know, create organization, institution here on the ground that's not with the BS, that's not, you know, headed by a tyrant? What are we gonna do? When is that gonna happen? You understand what I'm saying? You know, Tabasco, you know, people, like I said, you know, I don't live off of donation. I have too much pride to live off donations. You know what I mean? You know, as a young boy coming up, nobody was giving me nothing. I had to go out and I had to make my way. You know, it's millions of products. There's millions of products on the market that you can go out and you can sell. And Ewan was a male hooker. Yeah, you know, so, but he got oversight now. So, you know, I guess he's going to save the movement with that. Okay, check the last week's interview with Kwesi on Afrodamus. You know, Afrodamus was a brother. He came on one of the lives and with Negro Peeing, and we started out with a little, you know, a little rough. You know, because anytime I go on Negro Peeing, I already know that I'm the bad guy, and he's looking to spin it and looking to find something wrong with what I'm saying or doing to support his sisterhood, and that's what it is at the end of the day. Everyone is a business partner worthy, you know, most definitely. If you have a business mindset and you come over here, you can definitely get a nice team of people. Man, I have some amazing people on my team. I've worked with some amazing people, you know, that I'm still in the loop with, and I'm really looking forward. I mean, I'm super happy. I can't tell you guys how happy I am to be here in the Gambia. You know what I mean? I haven't had a bad experience until I started dealing with these repats. A few of them. And then the rest of them was just, you know, infected. They were infected. And like I said, a lot of people got targeted. We have to have our own community. We have to have our own security. You want our own security. We need to buy land as a group of people. Can you tell us what you do? I'm gonna send you my website, Invest Relocate Africa. I'm a business developer. So I can build a business in 48 hours. The business plan, organizational structure, you know, your LLC, you know, your domain, your website, all of that stuff. Build it, you know, databases, funnels. I can do all of that stuff by myself. So you don't have to, you know, I can remember times, you know, having a business attorney $125, $150 an hour to go meet with him in Atlanta when I was doing my clothing. Had a clothing line. I put over $200,000 in it, importing from China, Korea, Pakistan. I had a high-priced lawyer, and you know, over time, I just was able to, you know, duplicate what they did. You know, what the lawyer was going to do, and you know, as far as legality, they have business in the box. You know, they have LegalZoom, any type of legal documents. 20 years ago, I was looking at all types of legal documents and creating documents for different types of situations, you know, agent agreement, you know, associates agreement, partnership agreements, limited partnership agreements. So if you go to www.investrelocateafrica.com, you will see my website and some of the things that we do and some of the people that I work with. There's also, let's see. And there's also a part there where you can click on it and you'll see we started creating some bylaws here as a group. One of the things that I wanted to bring to the repatriation movement was a collective, you know, interaction, collective planning, you know. And what I did is we did it through Facebook, and the bylaws. What I did, I said, hey, what bylaw should we have here in the Gambia? Right? So people came up there and said, hey, we should have this bylaw. We should have that bylaw. Right? And that grew to over 30-something bylaws, which you can see. Hold on a second. Oh, I can share. I can share. And, you know, like, I'm going to share my screen and show you all what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. Okay. This is the website. So, Invest Relocate Africa Outsource Services. Do you want to save 50 to 70% on business services? Okay, we offer web design, social media marketing, database design, bookkeeping, online forms, business plans, and more. Our team has an array of skill sets. We can get your business going in 24 to 48 hours. So this is my site, and I'm always building. And you can see some of the team members here. This is from 3 years ago. This was from last year, just before all of the drama. This is this year. I have many, many more people. You can see this year. You guys don't. Last year, let me see. I probably have just as many people this year as I did last year before the drama. But all of these people, most of them, you know, missed out, lost opportunity. So as you go down the page, you're going to see an area that I created. This is the intake form for outsourced service requests. And basically, you will fill your information out here. Your first name, last name, address, city, state, zip, telephone number, and email. And then you would select the service that you're interested in. You know, so accounting, I did accounting 1 and accounting 2 over 20 years ago. So I'm familiar with accounting for small, mid-sized, and corporations. You know, databases, any type of database that you need. It could be an employee timesheet, checklist. It could be any type of form that you need within your organization to process. I mean, we can basically build a social media website where people can go. So we can do anything. So graphic design, mobile app development, online marketing, all of that stuff. Any special requests, and you will hit and submit there. So that's what we do. We build businesses, and we've been able to do that successfully with quite. You already know that I was involved with 2 of the largest bloggers here, and I was involved with them when they started at nothing. All right. So this is what we established last year in terms of a community program. So it would be diaspora communities, and these are the areas that we would focus on. Vacation properties, healthcare, educational system, community bank, land development. Negro P, jump in at any time and let's show us the lineup of what you have planned for Africa outside of oversight, because that the integrity of that has been greatly compromised in your continuation of your false reporting. So there was a video that I had here where we talked about it. So the site has just kind of been sitting in the background. You guys can look at it. Career path opportunities for those repatriating, the billion-dollar vacation rental property industry. It's a no-brainer. People are getting paid off of Airbnb and others like that. We should do the same thing. We have everyone coming now. All the money went to foreign nationals once this real movement was interrupted. You know, leadership decentralized. We don't need one leader anymore. With blockchain technology and app technology, we can have people all over the diaspora voting on issues here. What land we should get. You know, professional people. You can have, 10, 15, 20, 30 lawyers, voting on certain things or structuring contracts or, business developers. And, you can have instantly, I can create a proposal, put it in our system. You get a notification, a new proposal for a land buy, a new proposal for the purchase of a story building, a new proposal for the building of 100 houses or a store. And people can see that and they can vote on it. All right. Diaspora repatriation laws, we're going to look at that. And corporate community directive, protocols and procedures. That's not going to happen for the majority of the people that's coming over here, because they don't, everybody's have independent mindset. They don't, they don't mesh well with that. They have, smaller visions that they want to accomplish. And too many of us see the little picture. Okay, here me and my boy G. G's a great brother. He made a lot of things happen here in terms of getting people to come in and do the training and work with me. So, the career path, it was 1, 2, or 3 years. And these are the different areas of a person who's working. It would be, housing, healthcare, education, finance, food service, much more. And these were the properties that we had. Later, for what you heard, you understand, this property right here was a property that no one was ever going to go in. It was an 8-bedroom mini hotel and store that we were going to build. But this property right here, this property right here, this property right here was all online. So that's a little bit of what I do. You guys can look at that, and give me your thoughts. What do you think about that? Now, this is the career path agreement contract here. You can see that it was all very well thought out and organized. And then when a person look through there and get an understanding of the career path opportunity, and then they will click on it and they'll go to those bylaws that I talked to you about. So you guys can go through. We had this in effect, last year we had it popping, and that's how we was able to, gain, all of the people, the contributors that came to the table at that time, and hope is not lost for the ones that did not get involved with the drama. The hope is not lost. We're just gonna have to wait some things out because you don't know who's who. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know who's who, so you gotta wait things out, unfortunately, and then we group in a different type of way. This is an area that probably caused a lot of envy amongst other people here. And my whole idea was that we shouldn't buy land as individuals. Julia has silenced me. I'm sitting here talking. I'm sitting here talking. I said enough about Juliet. Check some of my video, but I won't continue to talk about her because it's just too much. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, she threatened me with legal action, but I've already said I'm all cool about the situation. Other people have came out. A lot of things that I've said last year actually came out to be true. Negro Peon had me on his channel regarding things that I said, but at the same time, it probably hurt him to admit that, you know, he was wrong. A lot of people, you know, after they'll never admit they was wrong, you know, despite everything that's already happened, despite, you know, a lot of the evidence and truth that has come out. But the Let's Relocate Africa site, this particular page, you can go and you can select your wall. You can select, first you select your size of the land. So 20 by 20, 20 by 40, or 20 by 60, right? Additional fees. Then you have your wall that you select, and then you have the type of house that you would like to get built. All right. So you add all of those amounts together, you would put them here. Then you would select your payment option. Pay in full at 10% discount, finance it at additional 20% of the bill cost. Pay as you go, actual cost. You know, you want to do half and half. But we built this so that we can get a gauge or get a idea of who was coming, what their income situation was, right? And I actually just started building. When are you repatriating? 1 to 2, 3 years. You put your information here and you submit. We had a lot of people do that. You know, like I said, we really had we had almost 6 figures in bookings, and that was just the little money. We had $1 million, over $1 million pledged in this area for a community bill that we were going to take to the bank. All right, that didn't work for some people. There's people here that don't want to see that. They want to see you spend your money with them, and they place you in a bad situation where there's no, you know, no support, no group support. There's people here that don't want to see that. They want to see you spend your money with them. Yes, Kwesi's free Blacksy goes off the hook. She has dirt on other scammers. Luke, the chairman of Cole, wife Angela, treasurer, has police minister. Don't give them too much credit because that's all sinister, dark, you know, Western, you know, mindset, Western life. You know, saying she got dirt on people. This one, she got these people in her pocket, and she got those people. Well, that's crazy. We should be building these vital institutions and not operating like, you know, the Joker from Black Batman. Okay, people have lost thousands through you, and art. Thousands. You and art. Okay. 1,000 women cried. You took her whole savings. She has kids and is single. Listen, when you invest, there's a degree of risk when you invest money. You understand what I'm saying? And I did not do anything to cause 1 penny to be lost. It was other people that went on YouTube and did that. You know, that's what we have to understand. I wasn't on YouTube doing nothing to stop the people that were coming outside of pushing the content that you guys saw. All right. And that, you know, it's over 100 other pages and links that's behind the scenes that you guys don't even see there. Depending on what I'm doing, you know, you'll see those links. But that's not something that somebody that's sitting over here trying to scam will be putting together and making up. You know, and we have the works to back it up. So the person who caused the loss are the people that went on and defamed and brought down our economic community that consisted mostly of sisters from the States. You know, even if you have a problem with me or a problem with somebody, you don't go and put that on YouTube. You sit down and say, hey, what do we need to do to fix this? And that was, we tried to do that so many times. So many times we tried to fix it, but people were hell-bent. Oh, he going to jail. He going down. He da-da-da-da. All of that ghetto hood rat drama. Ignite Sparks, thank you. Thank you. It's well accepted. You know, and, you know, like I said, the type of the type of negative that came was one of the worst negatives that, you know, we've seen over here. Okay, somebody in I Movement, right? Are you talking about the one woman from Germany that did a live with you? And oh yeah, that's Judy. And my man got up there. His wife said that Judy was sending those naked pictures over to her. Because you gotta understand, there's a lot of foolishness going around. You know, we talking to all of these people. I got a few guys that was here with me on the team. They're talking to all of these ladies coming in, right? You know, this was the hub during Blacksit time and during Art Cafe. You know, at least 1,000 conversations took place right here with people that I talked to personally. That was my job, to build databases so we can capture the leads and then contact and follow up and monetize. That was my job. That's what I did. So, and I had a team, and people were people. So it was a lot of, you know, hooking up going on. It's still a lot of that, you know, people trying to hook up and find something over here, a little something. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Find yourself a little something over here. You know what I mean? It's all good. We could come over here and have fun and have peace and have what we want. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it's different strokes for different folks. You know, if you coming over here and you want to, you know, get a younger guy, get a younger. I mean, it depends on what you consider young. I'm not talking about little girls, but you know, somebody that's 30, you know, you 45. That's your business. You 50 years old. That's your business. Get whoever you want. You understand what I'm saying? But don't come over here like, yo, you know, like with this whole movement, like with this feminine energy, like, you know, you gotta take over, you gonna beat the boys down. You know what I mean? The boys are gonna be under your foot. You know what I mean? The men, we gonna be running things over here. No. Let everybody each his own. Let everybody do what they're doing. You do what you do. You know, stop with the drama and the bull nonsense. But you're gonna have liars. Like I said, I couldn't even fix my mouth to come up with a bunch of lies about somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Making whole videos. Oh yeah, Kwesi, he was arrested. He's going into court tomorrow, and you know he's gonna be. The police did a great job in solving this burglary for $100 laptop and a waist trainer. It appears she used your expertise, then push you to the curb. Oh, I never go to the curb. I do the pushing to the curb. Listen, when I left Blacksit didn't use and abuse me. When I left Blacksit, I went on to do bigger and better things, as I've shown y'all and as you have seen. You can't fake that. You can't fake what I do. Angela Williams from Brooklyn, sis, peace. I was on 42nd Street. I stayed at the Marriott a few months ago. Me and my cousin, my sisters, we had a great time up there, man. Went to the Diamond District, brought something back. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's unfortunate that all of this ugliness is coming out about these YouTubers here. You know, the Bag family has went and they have come out, you know, and made statements about Blacksit. And I swear to God, over the past year, at the early part, I was trying to get us all together. I was like, hey, let's sit down and meet with Rick. Come on, Adrian, me, you, and Rick have to meet up together. We have to meet. Yeah, we do everything here, man. I got people on deck. You know, we got things going on, man. You know, just send me an email. And I'm very leery about who I deal with because I had an opportunity to see a lot of people that were communicating with me, that were going behind my back, communicating with, you know, my enemies and things like that. So right now we're doing things really on the low, but we do have things going on. It says, how is your team restructured to ensure investor security and lower investment risk? You know, that's something, you know, like anybody at this point, if you want to do anything here, you have to come over, because it's not about the money. It's about having the manpower. It's about having the people. But this is what I've done. I've taken my business off of the YouTube. That way, you know, we won't be affected by, you know, the market. You know, so and the way I've done, I've disconnected myself from, you know, the public in terms of business. You know, I have businesses and things that I've owned that, you know, people will never know about, and I'm gonna keep it that way, because, you know, even my business in the States, when they were trying to attack me, they try to attack my business in the States. Man, I try to attack my business, everything I have, because they broke. Because they broke and they don't have nothing. They want trying to, you know, mess everything you got going on. You know, this wasn't the first time this happened. However, you know, in concluding, because you know, I've been out all day and I'm tired. Yo, YouTube is great for business and advertising. It's great. Like I said, last year we killed it. We would be a 7-figure business right now. We have all the numbers, the projection. It's great. Like I said. Yeah, fresh Wakanda premiere, progress on Shantae's burglary. Man, these dudes, like I said, they're up there trying to get some money and trying to make ends meet on YouTube. I can't make enough money from YouTube to do what I do. The price point is too small. You know, I mean, unless people are buying land or doing something like that, you know what I mean? But most of these dudes up there, they don't have nothing of value. They're just trying to get 2,000 subscribers so they can start getting a couple $100 check. You know, you gotta have 30, you know, at least 10,000, 5 or 10,000. You can make a little bit of money. You got some products and services. You know, 20, you know, 30,000 subscribers. You know, you got products and services. You know what I mean? But for most YouTubers, they're not even gonna get, you know, 1,000 or 2,000. They might get 3,000 or 4,000. But, you know, I'm not going to be up on YouTube 3 days a week trying to make money like that. If anything, you know, I'll do it for free if I want, you know, to get information out to my people like I'm doing. Okay, Angel, I met 3 people here in the Gambia, 2 at the airport. Show me paperwork. You scanned them. A lady with 2 kids. The other was a guy looking for you at turntable, as you lived there once. Angel, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just going ahead blocking people. She met 3 people at the airport. Just happened to bump into 3 people that all had paperwork on them about me. She went to the airport and then she ran into a group of people, Kwesi haters, that all had paperwork showing that I scammed them, which is absolutely completely impossible for that to happen, because I didn't scam nobody. Just like Negro P said, I got arrested and I didn't get arrested. You know, so he was the main one promoting that information. And if by now, anybody that's listening to him or taking any, do the opposite of what he say. If he say somebody is a scammer, you probably need to go work with that person. Angel is really the devil. Angel is probably Juliet. Hell's Angels. Matthew is a good brother, man. I'm gonna check Matthew out, but like I said, a lot of relationships just end up getting sour because you know, the main YouTuber at the time, she was just making sure that all relationships were souring and nobody could really come together or do anything, because we had this person that was in the background looking to you know, cause distraction and drama about situations. I don't know anything about code. I saw your video. Okay, Big Z. I just wanted to get up here and answer some questions and stay up here as long as possible. You know, I think I'm gonna go this last 15 minutes. This is gonna be a record for me. You know, however, I'm gonna start doing some more content and putting some more content for people that want to come over and actually make it here in Africa. You understand what I'm saying? And actually make it. You can live like a king here. I wouldn't dare put my personal pictures out there because it would breed so much envy. Just a little bit of stuff that I show breed envy. You understand what I'm saying? But people hate to see other people doing well, other people shining. And that's what my accusers saw. When they came over here, they saw me doing well, shining. With all of these, all of this support that fit me. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay if I can have nice ladies around me working and things like that. You understand what I'm saying? There's always respect here first. You understand? Nothing is going on. In fact, I'm married here. So it's always an honorable thing here. So it's okay for me to have other women around and things like that. That you don't have to be jealous of that, Negro opinion. You don't have to be jealous of that, my accusers and haters. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Let me do my thing. I'm not talking about you. You understand what I'm saying? We got to mind our own business. People was all in my personal business, like, what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. You know what I mean? As long as I'm not doing anything illegal, it's really none of your business. If I was doing something illegal, the cops should have been brought in a long time ago. The cops never came to this house back then about anything. And all the stuff that they were saying I was doing, the cops should have been brought. Why, the cops wasn't brought because nothing was happening. All of my wives are official. Way more official than my accusers. Okay. What I got? I got about 13 more minutes. Islam, you can have 4 wives in Islam. You can have 4 wives. And that's a part of the religion. That's a part of the culture here. And a lot of the women, unfortunately, are coming over here. They have this mentality that they can have 4 husbands. Don't come over here. This is an Islam. That's what the U.S. is for that. The United States of America is a place where you can express having 4 husbands. Nobody want to stop you from doing that. Okay? If you want to have 4 husbands, 5, 6, 8 husbands, you can do that. But you can't come to an Islamic country where it's, it's culturally and religiously acceptable to have 4 wives and then say, hey, you guys are mistreating women, or you all are abusing women. No, that's the culture. You're speaking down on the culture and the religion. If anything, don't have anything to say about it and just do what you need to do. Get your Beach Boys or whatever. Go around. You got guys out here that, smash you for some money. Go do that. Don't hate on the righteous people doing right. Yeah, most too is Gossip Central. That was the main hub for the attack on me. Everyone saw that. Go do that. Don't hate on the righteous people doing right. Yeah, most too is Gossip Central. Everyone saw that. There was quite a bit going on there. So, man, I would like to thank everybody that has joined me this evening, man. For my supporters, for my real people out there, all of the US and the UK. I have people that call me from there as well. We need to come together. This is a perfect example of divide and conquer. All right. So when we do come together, it has to be as a collective. We have to create a board. We have to create a board of directors, and from there, we have to go about planning and implementation. But we have to be very careful. This whole, like I said, a lot of the attack came for the fact that I was the type of man that these black sisters, they despise. They, like I said, I'm not doing anything over here but making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Building with people that understand me. The people that understand Islam and understand the culture. I'm rocking with them. I'm working with them, and it's working. You see me working with people. You know what I mean? Bunch of women. I have some brothers on deck. So it's working for me, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm doing the most to help other people come in terms of intellectual properties. Being able to build with the companies that I built. Processes and systems and procedures and things, and laying the foundation for us to build a community. This whole idea about wives. We live in a society in America where a rock icon can have 100 girlfriends and he be praised and worshipped for it. But a man that take a second wife, he's demonized. All right. Most of the people in America have, a long, track record or a long sexual history. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like that over here. Do your research. But, many people are coming over here that don't understand that. Learn your culture, learn your true way of life, learn about Islam before you come into an Islamic country. Those protocols have to be in place. I did a video, and a lot of people try to criticize me for a video saying that Gambia need to do some check on the people coming into the country. Who wouldn't? Who would just allow people to come into the country randomly? There have to be some safeguards, especially when you have people here that's exploiting the economy, that's undermining the economy, that's bringing instability. So with that being said, you can hit me up, Kwesi Boyd at yahoo.com, KWESIBOYD at yahoo.com. My email is in most of the descriptions there. And I'm Kwesi Boyd on Facebook. That's the best way to contact me if you want to talk to me. I cut out a lot of different forms of communication because all it does is just create backlog. If you need me, I'm on Facebook most of the time. Peace, love, and happiness. Till next time.